Good morning, kids. How are you all? I hope you are all fine and stay safe at home. So, today we will do a chapter from SST. So, we will do the chapter number 3 from the SST book, which is the movement of the earth on the page number 20. So, let's open. Okay. So, we will do the chapter number 3, movements of the earth. So, get set, fill in the correct numeral. So, as we all know about the months, days, minutes, hours, so we can fill these also. So, 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds, as we all know. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes, and 1 hour equals to dash seconds. You have to multiply this. 1 hour equals to 60 minutes, so 60 minutes equals into 60 will be 3600 seconds. So 1 day is equal to 24 hours. 1 month is equal to 31 or 30 days. Then 1 year is equal to 12 months. 1 year is equal to 12 months. 1 year is equal to 365 days. And 1 leap year is equal to 366 days. So now let's start reading the chapter. In ancient times, people believed that the earth was stationary and heavenly bodies moved around. Nicholas Copernicus, a Polish astronomer, first said that the earth spins on its own axis and moves around the sun. Thus, the earth has two types of movement, rotation and revolution. So, this paragraph is saying that in ancient times, people believed that earth was a heavenly body which moved around the sun. So, Nicholas Copernicus, a Polish astronomer, said that the earth spins on its own axis. Said that if this is a earth, so it spins on its own axis, and thus the earth has two movements, rotation and revolution. So see, this is the tilted axis of the earth. Rotation of the earth causes days and nights. Okay. So see, the earth is rotating on its axis and revolving around the sun. So the part facing to the sun has day, and the part away from the sun has night. See, so this is the rotation of the earth causes days and nights. So now let's read the paragraph. Rotation. The movement of earth on its own axis is called rotation. The earth takes about 24 hours or 1 day to complete one revolution. It rotates from west to east. Due to this, we see that the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. So, means this paragraph is explaining us that the movement of the earth on its own axis is called rotation, and the earth takes 24 hours or 1 day to complete one rotation. 1 day is of 24 hours. So, one rotation is completed in 24 hours or 1 day. So, the rotation rotates from west to east. So that's why we see that the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. So we see opposite. Days and nights. The rotation of earth causes days and nights. Due to its spherical shape, only half of the earth receives light from the sun at a particular time. This half has day. The other half, which is turned away from the sun, is in darkness and has night. See figure 3.1. So this is the figure 3.1 and it is showing everything. So it is saying that the days and nights. So the rotation is causing days and nights due to the spherical shape of the earth. Circular shape of the earth. One part receives light at a particular time, light from the sun at a particular time, and the other half is dark. So it has one part receives the light, so it is day. But the other half, which is turned away from the sun in the dark days, as you can see in the picture, that has night. Okay. So, after night comes days. This is caused by the rotation of the earth. Let's understand the formation of the day and night through an activity. See figure 3.2. Take a torch and a globe. Ask your friend to shine the torch on the globe. You will see that the half of the globe is lighted while the half is not. Find out the names of two countries lying in the lit half and the dark half. Now slowly rotate the globe. What do you see? you will see that the countries which were in lighted path now have moved into darkness. The countries which were in the dark now have moved towards light. This shows that as the earth rotates, all places have days and night, but at different times. So this is saying that we will understand this by an activity. So it is saying that take a globe and take a torch. Ask your friend to hold the globe and you can put the torch. So only one part of the earth receives light and the other part is dark. So you have to write two names of the countries in the light part and which has day, and you have to write the two names of the countries which is in the dark part and has night. So it shows that all places have days and night but at different times. As we can see that say that the time is not same of different countries, like London and India. Time is not same. That's why. Fill in the blanks. Now we can do these. Fill in the blanks. These are very easy for us. Now we have come into deep into this chapter, so we can do this fill in the blanks. So first fill in the blank. The earth moves around the dash. So as we already did, the earth moves around the sun. Dash is the movement of the earth on its axis. So on its axis, rotation movement is called rotation, and when the earth moves around the sun, that is called revolution. Correct? Yes. To rotate once on its axis, the earth takes about dash. So earth takes about 24 hours or 1 day. Fourth, fill in the blank. The part of the earth which has dash is turned away from the sun. Which has darkness, or in the bracket you can write which has night, is turned away from the sun. Correct? Yes. Revolution. While rotating on its axis, earth also revolves around the sun. This is the movement called revolution. The earth revolves along a fixed path called orbit. The orbit is oval in shape. It takes the earth about 365 days or 1 year to complete one revolution. Okay, so it is saying that when the earth revolves on its axis, rotates on its axis, it is also revolving. Like this is earth and wait, I'll take some example. Like this is the sun. Okay, this is the sun and my finger is the earth, or this remote is the earth. So around the sun, it is also revolving. It is revolving and it's rotating. It's revolving and it's rotating. Correct? It's revolving and it's rotating. It's revolving and it's rotating. Means the earth does both the rotations at one, both the movements at one time. Okay? So the earth is in a fixed path called orbit. So the orbit is oval in shape. Oval is just like a shape like egg. So the earth takes 365 days or 1 year to complete one revolution. Okay. The revolution of the earth causes 4 seasons: summer, autumn, winter and spring. Figure 3.3 shows the revolution of the earth and change of seasons. Look at the position 2. So the position 2 is here. The north pole is tilted towards the sun. The northern hemisphere gets more sunlight. Therefore, it's summer. In the northern hemisphere, the days are longer than the nights. During this time, the south pole is tilted away from the sun. The southern hemisphere gets less sunlight. Therefore, it's winter. In this hemisphere, the days are shorter than the nights. So, it is saying that the seasons. So the revolution of the earth causes change in seasons. So there are 4 main seasons: summer, autumn, winter and spring. Correct? So it is saying that the figure 3.2, which is this figure, is showing the revolution of the earth and change of seasons. So it is showing, look at the position number 2. So this is the position number 2. The northern hemisphere is towards the sun and hence receiving more sunlight, so it has summer. But this part has dark, which is southern hemisphere. So winter is in southern hemisphere. In northern hemisphere, days are even more longer than the nights, and in the southern hemisphere, days are shorter and the nights are longer. Okay. The Earth actually takes 365 1 by 4 days to go around the sun once. But a year has 365 days. So every 4 years we add a day. 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 equals to 1. To the month of February, that year is called leap year and has 366 days. So it is saying that Earth actually takes 365 days and 6 hours to go around the sun once. But 1 year has 365 days. So every 4 years we add, so every 1 year we add 6 hours. So after every 6 hours, if we add on 6 hours, so we will if we will add on it 4 times, so we will get 24, correct? So the 24 hours, so the 1 day is added to the month of February and called leap year, and it has 366 days. Okay, so now it is saying, look at the position 4. The South Pole is tilted towards the sun. The southern hemisphere gets more sunlight. Therefore, it has summer. During this time, the North Pole is tilted away from the sun. The northern hemisphere gets less sunlight. Therefore, it is winter in the hemisphere. Look at position 1 and position 3. When the Earth is in these positions, the sun rays fall directly on the equator. As a result, the length of days and nights become the same throughout the world. It is neither very hot nor very cold in the both hemispheres. The northern hemisphere has spring in position 1 and autumn in position 3. The southern hemisphere has autumn in position 1 and spring in position 3. So it is saying that look at the position 4. So this is the position 4. The South Pole is tilted towards the sun and gets more sunlight, so it is now summer in the southern hemisphere, and the northern hemisphere has winter. So now it is saying that look at the position 1 and the position 3. Autumn is in southern hemisphere and the northern hemisphere is having spring. And position 3 is having spring in southern hemisphere and autumn in northern hemisphere. So opposite, correct? So this is saying that in both the positions, it is neither very hot nor very cold. Both the days and nights are of actual length, 12 hours each. So the northern hemisphere, so I told you this. So words to know, right? Rotate, to move or turn in a circle, and revolve, to go in a circle around the central point. Oval, shaped like an egg. So let's do a quick recap. The Earth has 2 types of movements, rotation and revolution. The movement of the Earth on its own axis is called rotation. It causes days and nights. The movement of Earth around the sun is called revolution. It causes days and nights. So I want you all to do the question and answers as the homework, and I hope that all the thing is clear which I explained throughout the chapter. So if you have any doubt in the question answer, or if you face any doubt while revising the chapter, you can just pick up the comment box and write that doubt, and I will get that doubt cleared. So thank you, stay safe, stay tuned, bye bye. Oh, leaving so soon, don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video to your more friends that they also know about this chapter. Bye bye, stay safe, namaskar.